Well, look who's finally decided to spill the tea. It seems the one and only Kanye West has stepped up to the plate, ready to blow the lid off the latest drama in the never-ending saga of Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, and Selena Gomez. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and helps us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kanye West, seriously? The guy's already got enough on his plate with his own marital woes and presidential aspirations. Or is it presidential delusions? I can never keep track these days. But apparently, even he can't resist the siren call of celebrity gossip, and he's more than happy to throw his 2 cents into the mix. And let me tell you, his insights are nothing short of juicy. According to the always outspoken rapper, Hailey Bieber, née Baldwin, has been nothing but a thorn in her husband's side, manipulating and undermining him at every turn. And the worst part? She's been doing it all in the name of her own relentless pursuit of fame and fortune. Now, I know what you're thinking, but wait, didn't Hailey and Justin seem so perfect together? Weren't they the ultimate #couple goals? Well, my friends, it seems that Kanye is here to shatter that illusion once and for all. Buckle up, because this is about to get messy. The surprising backstory: Kanye's longtime skepticism of Hailey. According to Kanye's tell-all interview, and you know the man doesn't hold back, his issues with Hailey Bieber go way back, long before she and Justin even tied the knot. I've always had my doubts about Hailey, he confesses, his brow furrowed in a rare moment of contemplation. There was just something about her that never sat right with me, you know? The way she carried herself, the way she was always angling for the spotlight, it just reeked of desperation and inauthenticity. He pauses, shaking his head slowly. I mean, let's be real here. This girl was practically born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her family's loaded, she's got all the connections in the world, and yet she's still out here clawing and scraping for every inch of fame and attention she can get. It just never added up to me. Kanye leans back in his chair, his piercing gaze boring into the interviewer. And let's not forget, this is the same woman who, by her own admission, dated Justin Bieber purely for the publicity it would bring her. I mean, come on, how much more transparent can you get? The rapper's eyes narrow, a hint of disgust flickering across his face. So, yeah, I've always had my reservations about Hailey. I could see right through her little act, and I knew it was only a matter of time before she started wreaking havoc on Justin's life. But according to Kanye, Hailey's betrayal of Justin Bieber goes far deeper than opportunism. Apparently, the whole thing was nothing more than a carefully orchestrated scheme to boost her own profile and climb the celebrity ladder. You see, the thing about Hailey is, she's always been obsessed with being the girl, the one everyone's talking about, Kanye explains, his voice dripping with disdain. And what better way to achieve that than by sinking her claws into one of the biggest pop stars on the planet? He leans forward, his eyes narrowing. But here's the kick. She never actually loved Justin. At least, not in the way a partner should. No, for Hailey, this was all about boosting her own brand, her own social media presence, her own chances of becoming a household name. Kanye pauses, a sardonic chuckle escaping his lips. And let me tell you, she played Justin like a fiddle. She knew exactly how to manipulate him, how to play on his insecurities, how to make him feel like he needed her more than anything. The rapper shakes his head, his expression a mix of disgust and pity. It was all a lie, a carefully constructed facade to make the world think they were this perfect fairy tale couple. But in reality, Hailey was just using Justin as a stepping stone to her own fame and success. But Kanye's revelations don't stop there. According to the outspoken artist, Hailey's betrayal of Justin Bieber didn't end with her alleged lack of genuine affection. No, the real bombshell is what she allegedly did to actively undermine and sabotage her husband's life and career. Once Hailey had her hooks in Justin, she started pulling all sorts of strings behind the scenes, Kanye claims, his voice dripping with disdain. She'd nitpick his creative decisions, try to control the narrative around his public image, and even go so far as to undermine his relationships with his closest friends and collaborators. The rapper leans back in his chair, his brow furrowed in a rare moment of seriousness. I mean, think about it. How many times have we seen Justin struggle with his mental health, his addiction issues, his creative blocks? Well, according to Kanye, a lot of that can be traced back to Hailey's relentless efforts to keep him on a short leash. Kanye's eyes narrow, his expression hardening. She'd isolate him, make him feel like he couldn't trust anyone but her, and then use that vulnerability to manipulate him into doing whatever she wanted. It was textbook emotional abuse, plain and simple. He shakes his head, his lips pressed into a thin line. And the worst part? She was doing it all in the name of her own selfish ambitions. She didn't care about Justin's well-being, his happiness, or his legacy. All she cared about was using him to boost her own profile and cement her place in the celebrity pantheon. And here's where things really start to get juicy, folks. According to Kanye, his distrust of Hailey Bieber has only grown stronger in recent months, thanks in no small part to the ongoing drama between her and Selena Gomez. Look, I've always been Team Selena. Ever since the whole relationship saga first started unfolding, Kanye declares, a hint of pride in his voice. There's just something about that girl that I've always connected with. You know, she's real, she's raw, and she's never been afraid to wear her heart on her sleeve. He leans forward, his eyes gleaming with newfound intensity. And when I see the way Hailey has been treating her, the way she's been trying to discredit and undermine Selena at every turn, it just makes my blood boil. I mean, come on. This is a woman who's been through enough heartbreak and drama without having to deal with Hailey's petty, spiteful antics. Kanye shakes his head, a scowl etching its way across his face. And the thing is, I know Selena's got a good head on her shoulders. She's not just some naive little girl who's going to let Hailey walk all over her. No, she's a force to be reckoned with, and I'm more than happy to have her back in this fight. He leans back, a triumphant grin spreading across his face. So yeah, you can count me firmly on Team Selena. I'm not going to sit idly by and watch Hailey Bieber continue to manipulate and destroy the people in her life. It's time to put a little stop to it. With that, Kanye West rises from his seat, a newfound fire burning in his eyes. And as he strides out the door, you can't help but feel a sense of hope and anticipation for what's to come. Because if there's one thing we know about Kanye, it's that he's never one to back down from a fight. So, are you ready to join Kanye in his crusade to expose Hailey Bieber and support Selena Gomez? Because if you ask me, this is about to be the most epic celebrity showdown of the century. Let's do this, folks. The game is on.